Sorry about that. Welcome to Women's Wellness Wednesday, where I, your host, Tyreka Bright, will be going over tips, wellness recommendations, and a few of everything. So sit back and enjoy. It is Wednesday. Let's take a breath, because I know I need one. Wednesday the 22nd, 222. If you are into numbers, that is powerful. If you're not, you should get into it. So tonight's show will be about women empowerment. What we will be discussing is women's wellness involving sex. So some people may be a little, but it's healthy. Sex is healthy. Talking about sex is healthy. It needs to be discussed in a respectful way. We will make sure we don't get disrespectful, but we will be talking about sex and what that means for women, for you personally, if you like to divulge once we get into the nitty gritty of things. Again, welcome to Women's Wellness Wednesday, where I, your host, Tyreka Bright, will be going over recommendations for healthy wellness tips. And just all around empowerment. I'm here to celebrate women. I enjoy highlighting special events. Every day is a celebration that we wake up, we get dressed, and we face this world. So I salute you every day, young lady, older woman, whomever. I definitely salute you. It is Black History Month. Check out my little lei. My girlfriend got me this piece of material, and I created a shirt. It felt empowering as I was doing it. I feel like I look great in it. So here we are. And thank you, Tali. So again, Tanya, I'm not sure if she's backstage yet. Hopefully she is. But just to give a little intro on Tanya, I've known Tanya for probably 6 months now, maybe a little maybe a little longer. But nonetheless, she's a beautiful woman. She is the owner and operator of Sex Cells. She does bartend at one of the most three. Oh, here's her info. Please get into it. Adult toys, lingerie. She has it all. She will discuss what she does in depth. She has sex ambassadors that can come and host your party if you need to. So I'm excited to have her tonight. Thank you for that. So Tanya, she is a mother. She's owner and operator of Sex Cells. She is a bartender at one of the three most prestigious sports bars in Philadelphia. So she's a very busy woman. I salute her every day. She is part of my, affirmation text group. We check in with each other. She keeps me on my toes, and she's a great accountability partner. So salute to you, Tanya. I want to say hi to some people who have tapped in. Sade, hello. Happy Wednesday to you too. Good evening, Big Exclusive. How are you? Tiffany, good evening. I was going to say good morning, beautiful. Hello, Tiff, and thank you for sharing. If you are on Facebook, please share. It's going to be a great conversation. The more interaction, the better. So I'm excited to engage with you guys. While we wait for Tanya, I like to go over or just get into a recommendation, a wellness recommendation. Sometimes we have to change our way of thinking, and that takes some work. When we wake up and start our day, as I spoke about last week, if you joined us, if not, there's a replay of it. Again, when you start your day, set your intentions. Be very intentional. Open a window. Play some soft music if you have it. Google it, Pandora it, Apple Music it. Start your day off slow. Make a plan. Write a list. But we really need to change our way of thinking. And sometimes when things happen, at least for me, when something negative creeps in, it tends to sit and fester. Just a transparent moment. It's a real moment. And sometimes I get stuck in that negative thought, and it can ruin a day. It hasn't in a while, but it's capable. I keep it in check. I try to allow myself to have mistakes. Accidents happen. Information, it's the way you, I guess, absorb it. Everything, good evening. Everything doesn't have to be negative. There can be a positive solution to it. A lot of people who know me and know me well know that I'm very solution driven. You give me a problem, I'll figure it out. And that's with anything. Again, sometimes we let things fester. Hello, beautiful. And I encourage you not to do that. Mimi, hello, sweetheart. How are you? I encourage you not to let negative thoughts fester. I encourage you to change your way of thinking. I encourage you to, it's easier said than done. So sometimes when we need to change our thinking, it may be a drastic change. It may be a slight change, but take the time, find the good in the situation, because there always is. You're not stuck. Think of your glass half full, and then fill the rest of that thing up with positive things. Yes, you woke up. Yes, your car note is due. What do? You figure it out. You call, you make payment arrangements if possible. These companies want to work with you. I say all this to say you don't have to have that negative thought or that negative pattern fester. There's a way to fix it. That's why they have the 1-800 numbers. You're a customer. You have paid. You're valued to them. Just because you wake up and feel like, shit, how am I pay this? Damn, it's going to be late. There's a way. If you're a believer in God, He is the Almighty. If you are believe in astrology, if you believe in the universe, lean on that too when your negative thoughts creep in, because the universe, will change it. But you really have to change your negative thought pattern. And that's my recommendation for today. Change your negative thought pattern. Write down, a list of things that you want to do, a list of things that you want to accomplish. Anything's obtainable. Make yourself some small goals. And then as you accomplish those, you go to greater goals. And celebrate your small goals. Celebrate the fact that you woke up today and got dressed, because sometimes it's hard to do that. Okay? And for me, when I get dressed, it helps me start my day. It gives me purpose. I could wear sweatpants all day. I'm a stay-at-home mom. But when I get up, put a little face on, come back to my office, open up my computer, read an email, I'm starting my day. When you look good, you feel good. Some people say, when you feel good on the inside, it comes out, through the outside. And that's true. It could be, but I could feel great on the inside and look a mess on the outside. So for me, when I get dressed, fix my face, and head out to the world to conquer what I need to conquer, that is a positive step into the right direction to a positive intention. Just waking up, putting on earrings, showering, brushing your teeth, getting your day started. Sade puts on music. That's another thing. When you put on music, make sure the music soothes you or resonates with you. Sometimes you may be in the mood to, pump. And that may not be the way I need to start my day. One song may fit, but the words may not always. Yes, it's the little things. So when you are listening to that music, make it, if there's words to it, let it feed you. Hopefully it gives you empowerment. The words will speak to your spirit. The words will speak to your brain. Your brain then will produce. It's sometimes, the music that these kids listen to. That's why sometimes they act the way they act. The things that they absorb is coming out in action. To be well, you must think well, you must eat well, and it's not every day, all day. But it's really taking care of your vessel. Taking care of that vessel is paramount. You need it. We need to feed it. I want to take a minute to look at some of the comments. Thank you, Tiffany. She did her thing with the sharing. I love that. Hello, everyone. Yeah, when you look good, you definitely feel good. So, last week I talked about trichotillomania. I'm not sure if anybody did any follow-up with it, but I did. And, the treatment for it is therapy. And I know we are big here on the Big Exclusive Network with wellness. and taking care of yourself. And we are all big advocates of therapy. So if you know someone who suffers with it, or if you never really identified it and just thought that your nerves were bad and, you bite your fingernails, you pick your hair, it's not something normal, guys. There's something going on there. So I urge you to check into it if you have that issue. Not an issue. I changed that. If you struggle with that, if you struggle with trichotillomania or anything, I urge you to get the support that you need. And so trichotillomania with therapy, they kind of go hand in hand. There's no medication. There's no fix of that nature. So, yeah, we're waiting on Tanya. I wonder if everything's okay. I'm hoping everything's okay. In the meantime, how was your day? If we can drop in the comments, self-love is the best love. Yes, Lynette, welcome. Self-love is definitely the best love. We have a question. I like that question. What can men do to better help facilitate women's wellness? Active listening. Be conscious of how you respond to your female friend, your partner, your wife, your daughter. We tend to be sensitive creatures. Even the hardest woman has a soft spot. So I suggest active listening. I suggest tapping into what she likes, and when you actively listen, you find out information, some information that may be not in a hidden message, but she may not just fully fledge out, ask for it or say that she needs it, but she may allude to it. So pick up on cues. Sometimes, us as strong women, stop getting on my nerves. Yes, ma'am. Stop getting on her nerves. Listen. So sometimes, I don't always say what I need because I'm that strong woman. And we've talked about that on Melanated Vibrations with the lovely Dominique. We've talked about it on my show as well. The strong woman needs support too. She needs to be checked in on. I'm big on checking in. I check in on all my friends. So checking in, listening, is key for me. Active listening, because when you listen, you're feeding that relationship. You're present in that relationship. You want peace because you're listening. You don't want chaos. Yes, amen. Yes. So active listening, really good question. We do so very much, Mimi, and it's exhausting. Sometimes, our bodies will shut down on us and we may not realize it until you finally sit down and you're like, boop, and now you're asleep because it's exhausting. Life, my girlfriend Sade, life be lifing. We can't control the things that are thrown at us, but we definitely can manage them. Managing your emotions, managing your wellness, your physical wellness. What you ingest, your smoothie, your water intake. Do we drink enough water? Are we hydrated? That makes our skin clear. That makes you look good. And when you look good, you feel good. And when you take care of yourself, it just comes out. It just really just comes out. So, giving the side eye. Okay. Ladies, drink plenty of water and eat your pineapples, please. Yes, indeed. That is very important. What you eat comes out in your pores. I think that's where he was going with that. Sade, nutrition plays a major role in mood, attitude, and overall health. Yes, it does. It does. You don't, sometimes some foods are heavier, your pastas, your breads, I was being sexual with that. Your breads, your pastas, all that stuff can be heavy and it's delicious, but it can make you feel heavy. A green salad, some veggies, that'll make you feel lighter. It will fill you up. Put some protein on it. Hey, currently recovering from a women's wellness thing. Hey, First Class. Well, we're here to support you. If there's anything we can do, let us know. And we're so happy that you joined us, even though you're recovering, and healthy, happy healing, and a speedy recovery. So pineapples, yes, things that you eat definitely help with how you feel on the outside. I know we tell our teenagers, drink the water, vegetables, fruit, all that stuff, will help with the acne. It's inevitable. It's going to happen, but it may help, so that stuff does matter. Pomegranates are really good. Yes, they're delicious too. They stain when you pop them open, and they may stain the clothes that you're wearing, but it's definitely a nice juicy treat, and it's good for us. Natalie's being sexual. Yes, let's get it. So do you guys have any questions about, so Sex Sells is just before, as Tanya gets herself together and pops on, it is a business that she sells toys. I know she sells the guac. I know some of our guys know about it. She has different whips and such. I'm not really sure about the lingo, so I don't want to butcher it. She is the master behind it. She has the pantyless panties. She has, I guess, the candle wax that you can pour on and do the massages and get into the mood with that, to bring out the sensuality. She has a number of things. The lingerie, she has plus size items to petite. So she is able to apply to everyone. She has a gamut of things. So I don't know where she is, but I'm hoping she comes on soon. So yes, teas, that is good. The compost. So yeah, so I've done that before. I've made a citrus orange with mango. I dried it out and made it tea, and it was delicious. You dehydrate your peels and such, and some hot water. There's and let it what are those things, guys? The personal little tea chipper. It makes your hot tea. It was gifted to me. But yeah, so it was delicious. It was delicious. And I don't add sugar to my tea. I like it in its natural form. Maybe a little honey, not so much. Maybe a Halls if I'm not feeling well, but I do like my tea in its natural form. Yeah, so that's a good question. I feel like it's sometimes a waste. And that's because it comes off in 2.5 seconds. And sometimes I'm silly. So I feel like me putting it on, it's like, okay, you see me, now what? Like you have to get in the mood to get sexy. But the lingerie, like I think is worth wearing, but I'm too silly. I have a sweet tooth. I always add honey to your tea. It's delicious. Honey is a medicine in some cultures, so it's awesome that you add it to your tea. But get into the question. Ladies, how do you feel about lingerie? Do you like it? Do you wear it? Do you think it's worth it? Does it appeal to you? Do you do it for you? Do you do it for your man? Do you do it for your partner? I'm a goofball, so some boy shorts, maybe topless, but lingerie, not so much. Not so much. Okay, Miss Clark absolutely loves dressing up. Man or no man, I know that's right. Do you do the heels too, like from head to toe? Like just for yourself? Miss Clark, you just for yourself. Exactly. I stopped buying fancy lingerie. Lingerie, because I was tired of getting it messed up. Right, because they just want to snatch it off. It is certainly worth wearing. Men like it, even though it comes off quick sometimes. That's real, and that's good to know. So wear it, ladies. Okay. He probably does like it. Note taken. I got it. I got you. Hey, Deandra. Definitely enjoy it. Okay, Miss Waller. Right. Yeah, exactly. Because Sheen, listen, whatever. It is what it is. Get a haul. The haul will cost you like $20. Get you 20 sets. Throw it on. I'm just a goofball. I feel sexy in like boy shorts and like a tank top. I don't necessarily need the lingerie for me, but I wear it for myself. I will set the mood for myself and relax in some lingerie. I know that's right. With some wine, that's a mood and a vibe. That's definitely a mood. And you know what? That's wellness. Setting the vibe for yourself, looking good for yourself. Now that I have this new digital camera, I'll be vlogging. Yep, heel chokers, everything. Oh, you get dressed up. Yeah, Tiff loves it. I do it for myself and I do it for my partner as well. That's so awesome. I'm feeling a little outnumbered, so I need to step it up. All right, I get it. The chokers and everything, just all for yourself. Do you take the pictures? Like once you're dressed up, are y'all taking pictures for yourself? Selfies? Sade, I dress up. It's fun, especially when you role play on a Sunday. I had my best performance. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. On Sundays. All right. It's definitely a mood. Okay. All right. Okay. So maybe I just need to tap into it. And that's why I was so excited to talk to Tanya, because I want to, okay, I'm totally a selfie person, but I need to tap into the sensual side a bit more clearly, so I can get into it. But I'm such in mommy mode and leave me alone, I'm tired, or my feet hurt from doing whatever all day. Now you want me to put on this. But that's the wrong mindset, Tyrika. The right mindset is pleasure, excitement, pleasing your man, looking good for yourself. I'm talking myself into it, feeding myself this information. Definitely snap a few pictures. Okay. Yeah. I plan to. I think that's important. Sensuality, sexuality, how that deals with wellness. It's all compacted. I love boy shorts. Yes. Right. So that's my sexy though. Creamy, my sexy is like boy shorts, maybe even topless. I don't have to have the tank top on. I feel like that's sexy. I don't really need the lingerie because it feeds my, what I feel like. I'm not the girly girl, if that makes sense. When you dress up and feel sexy for yourself, it feels okay. And it's a lot easier for others to, okay. Spado, yo. Thank you for joining. Until the young lady gets here, let's set it off. Do women have a hard time introducing toys in the bedroom with their person? Dope ass question. So, Shannon, I remember when we, on your show, we tapped into consent. I think that's big in the beginning. So if you're using toys, make sure you talk to your partner. If they're into that, hopefully they are. So I think we should start there. But ladies, get into it. What's up with the toys? How y'all feel about that? Spado, put you on the spot. What's up with the toys in the bedroom? Boy shorts, sweatpants. Okay. Yeah, the boy shorts is sexy. So what we got going on? No comment. Okay. I don't know. I mean, my thing with the unless you got a man, don't do it. LOL. Yeah, don't answer that question. Toys in the bedroom is cool. I think so too, if that's your thing. It may not be y'all's thing. Anybody care to share if it is their thing and how they got it introduced? Good evening. Good evening, Miss Lillian. Good evening. Toys are great. Okay. All right. Again, this is an adult show. Let's get into it. You have to be comfortable with your mate. I don't mind using toys in the bedroom. Okay, Tiff. I definitely think you have to be comfortable with your mate, because that's taking your sexual experience to a different level. For sure. And feel free to, I think my folks tapped into put the link in the comment section if you want to get on and come chat and really give that transparent moment to, all of us, or school some of us. I don't mind spicing up the bedroom. I'm sure my fiance wouldn't mind. We've never talked about toys before. It's not off the table, but let's get into it. you know? Sensuality, sexuality is all women's wellness. You know, toys can be fun. Purchase the kit with all types of items. Okay. So did it come with like a video or like directions? I mean, get into it. Shadi, please, could you? You know, I know some of the ladies have the roses. I know there's different types of roses. There's levels to it. I think toys can come after you and the person are used to each other and comfortable with each other. Then that could add some more fun. I like that. I like that. So with the toys, how do you, do you watch porn to get familiar with how to use the toys? Like, what if someone never used them? What if they're trying it for the first time? What would you suggest to that person? I think these people are considered vanilla people. I'm getting into my sensual, sexual conversation and verbiage, y'all. Work with me. No damn directions. So you did have to look up a couple of things. But that was an experience too. That's real. Yeah, because like if you don't know, how do you start to know? What peaks it? I want out ASAP. I know that's right. That was a plug, y'all. Anyone can be trained. All right now, Ms. Clark. There's a training? Huh. Okay. So there's no trust your partner that's leading and introducing it. So, Spado, what if you don't what if you want to lead and introduce it, but you don't know nothing about it? Get into that. What do you mean by trained? Maybe toys for me, but some men won't let you touch them with a toy. So that's my thing. Yeah, that's my thing. Oh, yeah, they want you out. My fault, ladies. I need a moderator. I think that's what's going on. Tiff, is that what's going on? We need him to leave? I don't know. Yo.
Hi, love.
What it do, baby? Thank you for joining. I feel amazing. And thank you for joining us.
Awesome. I love this conversation.
Wonderful.
For all the ladies that are just, being open about your sexuality and your experience, that's a lot.
Right.
Especially in
I'm
this.
sweating. Like I'm fixing, you understand what I'm saying? Like I'm not.
Right. So you were talking about toys. I mean,
right.
Everybody's preference and things that they use is different. So I just brought a few things downstairs.
Okay.
I have a swing, so I'm not bringing that down, but we haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
So everybody that has Instagram, I follow this guy. He's called Mr. Playtime. I enjoy Mr. Playtime. And
okay, write that down. Can we pin that in the comments, Mr. Playtime? Ladies, listen, share this. Share this live. All right, go ahead.
He's very open and transparent. It's him, and then there's another girl that tags along in the conversation. She's called like Miss Conversation Freak. But they talk a lot about toys, about positions, about riding, those different positions.
Okay.
For people who are into bondage, they talk about that, but they really focus on safe, consensual sex. So even if you're into multiple participants, he shows you positions with that. He shows you if you're a plus size woman, how to maneuver in the bedroom. So I appreciate Mr. Playtime.
Right.
Okay. I'm just saying he's the one who had an example of a swing, and I said, oh,
right.
Let's,
Okay. So thank you for that. And so ladies, that's a place where you can go to get the information that we talked about.
I'm just saying he's great. So for myself, so these are just a few things I have.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to say everybody, but people who like create stuff. I have a girlfriend who does like shirts and stuff. So like dice are always fun.
Nice.
So everything is different. Lips, necks, thighs, back, chest. And she, if you want to use her on Instagram, is CC Creations, or you can just hit me up and out because she's my coworker.
Thank you.
She makes these dice, and then it says like rub, lick, blow, kiss. So whatever you want on the dice, okay? You know, basically you throw, and it says lick the lips. Right. So this is always fun. It's cute. You know,
so Sade, that's a good intro. Like if somebody is of the vanilla, or if somebody just, you know, trying to introduce something fun, they could start with a set of dice.
Yeah, this is great foreplay, big exclusive. Okay, not a problem. If there's something specific that you want, you can let me know. But I'll tell her don't quote me on the price, because I got this and I ordered something else. So I think together it was $60. But she also has a cute, you get this. She gets 2 canvases, like if you want to do a paint with a twist, candles. So she has everything. So I'll connect you with her. But dice are something great for foreplay. So
perfect intro.
I enjoy the dice. You know, everybody for the most part has the handy dandy rose. Right. However, they just had a sale.
I was just saying that.
For people who don't know, they just had a 60% off sale. So I just ordered the new. It's like their new.
Okay.
I think.
So all right.
So this. Okay, so we all know the rose comes in different speeds. I didn't charge it up yet, so I can't even put it on. Okay, maybe it can't charge. You don't know,
right?
But you know it comes with several speeds. Definitely make sure that you wash this thoroughly.
Tiff has the rose.
You don't have the rose. Okay, so let me go back to the rose, because I'm sorry, I'm rude. I think everyone has one because they talk about it. So if you haven't heard or seen the commercials, they'll tell you in advance. The rose, and there's another one called, I don't want to quote the name, but my coworker talks about, it's like Lily's dog or something. These are insane. So it comes with different speeds.
Fun.
Hear it, but different speeds. It's no joke. Take your time. But it's a great way for you to explore yourself.
Okay.
See, for those who didn't know, pre-education, like my master's in health education, but I did sex education for the longest. So I'm
Here
like,
we go.
Stuff like this.
Which is so dope. I never knew that.
Yeah, girl, I left that world. But it's always good to know. Exploring your body. I think a lot of times women, we engage in sexual activity with men, and we don't really know what we like. We'll go off of what we like based upon who we're with, but we never really take the time to explore ourselves and our needs. So that's something that's important. With the rose, it's not just for, you know, the clitoris area. You can use it on your nipples, your neck, your body. Because it's basically a massager. You figure out what works for you. It's
multi-purpose.
Good with a water-based lube. Okay. Always I'm going to promote water-based lubes, because water-based lubes are not just good for the vaginal area, but also if you're into anal sex. And from my best friend is gay, so we talk about this stuff a lot of times. It's just easier and it's less cleanup. So water-based lube, ladies. Also, if you want to keep it natural, coconut oil. People don't realize, like, that's a natural lube, coconut oil.
You can use.
So it's also good for the rose if you put it on here. It's something good to try. I forget who just said they don't have one, but you got to find out what works for you. But the rose also came out with another one. So this is kind of like a bullet. I mean, I still have a bullet, but this is kind of like a bullet at the end, but it's also for anal pleasure.
So
it's like a 2 for 1.
I was gonna say, so simultaneously it gets
the party flowing and going.
Good. Okay.
I haven't, as you see, I still have the box, so I haven't participated in this one yet. I can come back with a
review. Yes, always come back with the review.
Yes, they're also great lubes to use as well.
Okay. That's good to know. I want that stuff.
There's so many toys that are out there. if you and what's crazy, even if you go on Amazon, you'll be surprised what you can find. If you just put in sex toys, I mean, that's
Pops
all
up.
you swing from. But it's so much that's on there.
Right.
And you don't know until you try and you explore. So
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
before you introduce it into the bedroom, because social media, we get caught up in what social media says, right? There's always these jokes about don't use the rose with your man, all that stuff. I mean, I've used both. It's a lot that goes on. It's too much sometimes, but
right, bring a little spice to it.
yes, it's a great addition to have to the bedroom, or like we've talked about earlier, getting dressed up, feeling good about ourselves. Candle, concrete rose candle, light your
That's the
candle,
plug.
set the mood. You
That's the
got your
plug.
music on, you got your lingerie on, your toy.
That has to be intense. Yes, it is
Okay.
intense.
Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you for that.
Of
Thank you for
course.
that.
Okay,
Love
I'm going
you.
back on the live. Love you too.
All right. So we had some comments that said, I know Spado was saying explore yourself. Sade, tapped in and definitely gave an example of how to explore yourself, what you can use to explore yourself. And that is all sensuality. And it's okay to be sensual with yourself. Bring your partner in on it. Again, it's not something that needs to be a selfish act, if you will. Bring it to the bedroom together. Okay. Okay. So even, because I'm so vanilla, it's like, oh, is that good for the vagina or is that good for the vagina? But I didn't realize, water-based lube. I didn't realize, all natural coconut oil is a good thing to use, because things get slippery, messy. It has to be all natural. Exactly, Spado. So that's a good mental note, just didn't realize it. How the body reacts. I know that's right. And just being comfortable with touching yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, self pleasure, is it something that should be done often? Is it something that should be done? Do you guys do it to soothe you, to fall asleep when you're frustrated? Is it done often with women? Because I feel like men, younger men, did it or do it often. Now with women, do you find yourself pleasuring yourself often? Just, not saying that your man doesn't or your partner doesn't pleasure you, but do you find that when you pleasure yourself, is that often? Mm-hmm. Sade's putting up that they got the sale. Go on Amazon. I don't do it often. Usually when I'm stressed or frustrated. Okay. It's a good stress reliever. I would find that would be a healthy way to relieve stress. It's personal. No, not too often. Okay. All the time. Okay. Okay. So I wasn't sure if like men, like if it would, like if women got into it too. So, all right. Yeah, Shada, I didn't know that they had like that double, like that the anal piece and the rose in the front. That's something new. It's definitely new. Being regular is great. It feels awesome always. Hmm. All right. Okay. Someone said all the time. Yeah, all the time, and that's okay. If that helps you, if that relaxes you, I feel like self pleasurement is, self. You're trying to relax. It doesn't like amp you up. It soothes you once the goal is done, and maybe you're focused more after, or like you said, with stress and frustration, maybe you're chill after. You know, the better question is how often do you do it? Do you do it if you have a person? That is a good question. Um, for me, it's not a thing. If you're in a relationship, your partner should be. You should be able to go to your partner for it. So when you're in a relationship, you kind of goes hand in hand. I don't really know. As much as you need to, I know that's right. That's a good answer. I was trying to give a safe one. But no, yeah, you handle your business. I think if you're single or with a partner, you do what you do it. How often? Mm-hmm. If your man's at work during the day, do you do it while he's at work? Do you do it when he's in the house? Is it your alone time? I mean, it's whatever. My person and I do it together. I like that idea. Yeah, big exclusive. I like that. And I think that's a form of foreplay. If both are pleasuring themselves, and that can get the mood started, and then it can lead into something great. So that is a dope way. Yeah. I have done it when I was in a relationship and we actually would pleasure ourselves in front of one another. Yep, that's a form of foreplay. Yep, you took the words right out of my mouth, Tiff. I was just saying that. It's definitely an intro. I love that. Together and apart. I'm not sneaking. I know that's right. There's no need to sneak, especially if you and your partner are together, and that's assuming that your sexual um relationship is healthy. Your relationship could have some other stuff, but your sexual appetite could be lacking. But if it's healthy, like you said, there's no sneaking. Yeah. So, um, what? How do you guys feel about, ladies? Are there forms of foreplay that you want that most men don't know about? Mm, I think oral for me, you know, that's a that's a go getter that gets things started. That's a wonderful intro to foreplay. My man knows me; he knows my body, so I can't really. For me, often I don't play about my energy transfer. I'm single, so I'd rather please myself rather than switching partners, which was a mindset that I had when I was single. It's safer, wash your hands real good, go to town. You don't got to worry about somebody who's just playing basketball, playing in your pants. Do it yourself is way safer. So yeah. Yeah, oral is definitely a thing. Yeah, definitely. It's the no brainer for me. Like you can get it started that way. You should try to pleasure your vagina for your man first while he watches. He will love you. He will love you. Yep. Yeah. Thank you for that. Wellness tip from the men. I like it. Mm-hmm. The stimulation in the breast after breastfeeding and all that. Like at this point, I'm just like, get off me. And sometimes I have to remember, like, the baby is a baby and my folks is my folks. So I got to switch it on and off. But these things be, everybody wants to suck on them. So, but yeah, the stimulation in the breast is a thing. It definitely can get juices flowing. I agree. Good oral, let the natural juices flow. Please don't make me soggy. I hate all that extra spit. Yeah, that's a mess. I don't want to be spit on. I know that there's a lot of porn that they do that in. That's not my thing. I don't know. I don't like a selfish man. Yeah. Nobody likes a selfish man. But there are things that we as men should know about, or are we spending too much time with foreplay? I mean, know your woman's body. I guess the G spots, that's the old school stuff. It's a thing for men too. Yeah. No, just know her body, explore it, watch her explore it, and then you will be able to note where she goes or what she does when she does it, and then tap into that. That could be, I don't know if that's a suggestion. It's great, and he will be very wet after. Both go harder and stronger and longer. A man always wants what he wants and forgets to please his woman. That's sometimes. Nah, don't be no selfish man. It's not. That's not it. If If that's your thing, and you know, if your partner enjoys oral sex, they'll do it often. But you should reciprocate. Like, I don't think that, you know, I think it should be yes. Some men enjoy the sign language in the vagina. Keep that away from me. I know that's right. Nah, I'm cool. Do people watch porn with their partners? Good question. I think that will help. If you don't, maybe you should, because that will help in the bedroom. If one partner watches porn and the other one could be a little apprehensive or just not into it or hasn't been into it, introduce them to it. You know, watch it together. It depends on the situation. If she's staring at the ceiling or checking her phone, maybe it's time to move on to something else. That's a good telltale sign. Definitely pick up on the cues. Can definitely pick up on the cues. Okay, Creamy does. I would love that too, but I need a partner and an open one. Hmm. How do y'all feel about multiple people in the bedroom? A man only has one time to get off, and I don't. That's selfish. No, you got to make sure everybody's even Steven. Deandra, everybody should be taken care of when it's all said and done. Nobody should be left hanging. Nobody should be the selfish, you know, don't be that in the situation. Because then, you know, if you're not together and that was the first time or second time or third time and you're not reciprocating, nobody's coming back to that. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to. I love how to act out what I'm watching if I'm watching with a partner. So that role playing piece. Okay, Tiff. Okay. Like threesomes, yeah. So it's you and your mate, and then somebody, y'all invite a female in. So, you know, are people open to that? Or did I take it somewhere else? With wellness. You know, at the end of the day, your sexual appetite is your sexual appetite. But is it going to be weird for you and that woman after? Is it going to be, will you see her in the office tomorrow? You know, will it just stay where it was supposed to stay? Nah, I'm stingy. I can dig it. Yes, it can heighten the experience as long as everyone is on the same page. Tiff, that was where I was going. That, yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely same page. Because if I see you in the office tomorrow, is it going to be weird? Are you still going to, you know, take this to the copy machine? Like, are you, you know? So, nope. Okay, Sean. I am too selfish for that. All right. I can dig it. Yeah, I'm not with it either. No, no, no. Nope. But it does help. It does help some people's situations when they explore new things. It can prevent a man from going outside the relationship. I've heard that a lot. Me and my ex watched porn. It was fun. Okay. Definitely note taking. I am definitely taking notes. So yeah. Threesomes is a no. Where else were we? I had a relationship a while ago. We often bring in a third party. Okay. And everybody's fine after Tiff, huh? There's no weirdness. I love that. I think that's a dope deal. Especially when there's no weirdness after. That's maturity, you know. Do y'all get like so are there like papers like to make sure everybody's healthy? Like what is I disagree. I think if you're a cheater, you're a cheater and there's no excuse to do it with someone else. So when I mentioned the bringing in the third person so your man don't cheat, no, not at all. Okay. Okay. Nah, some men think that like, you know, so they won't go out, you know, can I bring somebody in the bedroom? And some women are with that. I always wanted to be with two men, but didn't want to be perceived as a hoe. Nah, this is a safe space. This is a safe space. That's dope. That's interesting. Nah. So it's your sexual appetite. Like, you're not carrying yourself around as a hoe daily. Your sexual appetite is your sexual appetite. So I don't see it like that. I have never had a partner ask for that. However, I have been asked to come into the couple's room. Okay. Okay. I like where this is going. We all got along well. Yes, we know each other's statuses. Yeah. So that was always like a thing for me, Tiff. Like I always was worried about safety. And then, when we talked about the coconut oil for extra lube or even with oral sex and, people spit, like that could be a turn on for others. Nah, like that's saliva. That's bodily. I mean, I don't know. But for me, I'd rather the lube in a different way than spit. I feel like that's kind of setting your man up to cheat. He will have sex with that same woman without you. So if you're inviting them in, Deandra, and that means the man didn't agree with everything that was going on. No, he agreed with everything that was going on, but then, he had an excuse to have sex with somebody else. That's a mindset and perception. Yeah. That could be a thing. A full questionnaire and medical check first. Can't just bring randoms in and rashes. Right. Totally. Lynette, if you don't think about our grandparents, we're out here doing their thing, LOL. You have to do what feels safe and what works for you. Absolutely. Somebody tried to third party my ass last night. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I do believe some relationships are strong and trusting and can withstand, bringing an extra person. I do believe that. I'm not sure if, obviously we're not talking about all, but let's talk about anal because I heard they say that's the best orgasm ever. But just a thought. Yeah, no, I'm not with it. Sorry, letting out all my gems. Not for me. Feel free to add how you feel about it in the comment section. I heard that it is a great orgasm. I heard that the part between like the men's scrotum and like the anal and the balls, that's a really great place to go. I'm cool with that. But anal, nah, it's not for me. Not for the kid. Hey, Royalty. I have realized from my many mistakes and stupid actions, it's not worth cheating. Communication and trust and honesty gives you way more security. Absolutely. Honesty is always the best policy. No ass play for me. Salute that. Tiff, that's what they say. I can't, nah. I think you have to be comfortable and be with someone who's going to make you feel comfortable. Sade, I agree. Porn makes it look so rough. I think that might be why a lot of people are apprehensive. And they say start with fingers and then work your way. It's not for me. Exit only. Water-based lube. Okay, Shadi. Okay. So I know some women who love it. Women my age, women younger, and rave about it. Like legit. Not necessarily prefer it over their vagina, but they definitely enjoy it. Exactly, in general, and it takes time, and you can't be barbaric, right? No, don't be no heathen and big exclusive. That's what it portrays to be like on porn. I feel like they don't portray it as like a comfortable, intimate moment. Shadi, how do I know it's not? I don't know who you're referring to, Shadi. Get a glass of your favorite wine, get water-based lube, and relax those muscles. Yeah. Your sexual appetite could be Could be a gamut of things. Oh, Sade, that was for me. They have so many channels on porn. You can. That is true. But, a lot of the porn shows it being rough and barbaric. Whatever you like. That's true. I can't do it because the first time I see shit, it's over for me. So now we're talking because that's real. Like, it's gonna be on you. It's not, the muscles to me are not meant for all that. And then going to the bathroom, what if I need to go? It's a lot. It's a lot. See or smell. It's a lot going on. Not the big go. Yes, there's so much going on. You have to realize with anal comes with a lot of trust and comfortability. That making sure your partner's comfortable and secure with what you're doing. And all jokes aside, like, I totally agree with that, Royalty. And Sade said the same thing. You must be comfortable, and you must explore with your partner. Your partner must be gentle. That's all well and good. It's not my thing. A lot of us are weird about anal play, but it can be really very pleasurable. From the unusual, it definitely needs to be on a comfort level, and it's not off the table. Like, I'm not saying, I don't prefer that. I don't prefer that. So comfortable and all. Been with the man a long time. I'm for sure comfortable. It's just not for me, and that's okay. There's other stuff, you know. Anal will definitely have you crying in a great way. You have to be gentle and take your time. I don't prefer that. Right. You have to literally relax. So what's the other stuff? I mean, other stuff. It's just, anal's just not, I don't know. And then you got to be careful. You got to be careful. I'm getting up there in age. What if things are going on and you like break a blood vessel? Like, it's a lot. The girth of it's a lot. It's a lot. No, I'm all right. Nah. And I'm thinking about it, y'all, for real. Dead ass, no pun intended. I'm really like, I'm here with y'all. But nah. It's giving me gas thinking about it. Like, no. Nope. Mm-mm. If you use the right type of lube, all right. I love my ladies. I'm sorry, it's just scary to think about. And that's why I want y'all to talk about it. No, that's real. And listen, these women, the women that are tuned in are seasoned women. They are our sisters. This is a safe place. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. We going to be outside soon. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to tap into. And it may be scary for others. Part 2, April 29th. Get y'all tickets. Okay? Contact Big Exclusive. Contact Tiffany and Dennis. This is part 2. Part 1 was the 18th. You don't want to miss this event. Okay? We're going to celebrate my 40th birthday all month. April 16th is the day. So make sure y'all get those tickets. Gentle is the key. You can't be with someone who is overzealous and wants to treat anal like it's a vagina. Exactly. And that's probably what I've only seen, Tiff. So for me, I've been scarred. So we definitely need a girls' night. We definitely need some demos. I don't know how we can do a demonstration. But yeah, because porn it's not teaching you the gentle way. Train your anal. Go back to that. What did that say? Train your anal. Amazon has plugs too. So what is the reason behind the plugs? And do they go all the way in? Or like, how do you get them back out? Like, I don't, like, y'all, this is, use extra version. 29th, yes. Extremely slippery. We might got to get into this next week. Because I have a question about the plugs. The plugs, anal training. So you probably should plug first before you do the anal, so you can kind of Is that what they're for? Like, the gauges on the ears. Now you gauge and you go higher. Now with the anal plugs, we're going to have to get into that, y'all. Strippers use the plugs. Strippers use plugs for attraction purpose. Okay. Breathe, relax. Terry may use his fingers. And Terry can stop overthinking. All right. It's beautiful back there. Say that then. Start small, move up. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to wrap it up. I'm so glad y'all joined me tonight. Thank you so much for the engagement. See, that's new. Thank you. Exactly. I love the newness. I love learning. I'm a sponge. I want to enhance, my sensuality and my sexuality. So I'm open to it all. I love the encouragement. Don't be scared. It's beautiful back there. Like, positive praise. Sex doesn't have to be scary. Anal sex doesn't have to be scary. Clearly, we have, a wonderful platform where we can talk about this. Yeah, I get nervous for sure. And where we could talk about this and be open. And I thank you guys so much for joining me each and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have tons of fun conversations. We will tap into so much. And I'm so glad you guys joined me this evening. Big Exclusive Network. Check us out. Please subscribe to Big Exclusive Network on his YouTube channel. You can catch this replay then. I thank you all so much and have a great evening, everybody. Thank you.